I'm about to set a new standard for you. What does that mean? Well, you're going to have to wait and find out. I'm Michelle, and here we go. Today, we're headed into the former lumber company town of Standard near historic Sonora, California. But Standard has a history all of its own. During the gold rush era, the Standard area was prime ranch land. Murderer Jim Lyons lived there. He assassinated one of the Blakely brothers there after having sold the property to them, claiming a swindle was involved. There were even stories reported in the Daily Alta of Jim haunting his old barn after his death. In 1909, the Standard Lumber Company purchased an old dairy farm and constructed an entire company town. Standard was a station on the Sierra Railway. Demand for timber to support underground work grew rapidly, and sawmills sprang up further from camps and towns higher in the mountain following the receding timber harvesting sites. As time went on, the town was all but abandoned. Many of the buildings that were left became run down. However, today they have been lovingly restored. Most of the buildings are long gone, but the few that are left are a joy to behold. We're going to stop in at what was once the logging company's offices, but is now the Standard Pour. Just check out that incredible old architecture. Yes, they actually use the old safes for storage. Ah, my flight has arrived. There's a Pilsner and a Stout. But what's that in the middle? New Glory Gummy Worm Beer? Okay, it's time to try the Gummy Worm Beer. It does have a hint of gummy worm, but not really strongly gummy worm. It's okay. I got a plate of Kobe beef sliders to go with my flight. That's one slider for each glass. This is the former hospital of the town. When I was in my early 20s, I had my appendix removed in the hospital in Sonora, but my surgeon's office was here. Now it's the home of quality floors. On the walls, Joanna's hung vintage pictures of the town. This was the building that we are in now, and then there's the old town. Of course, there was a train depot to haul the lumber. Now it is Whole Foods Depot, which has a huge supply of organic and whole foods, as well as many other items, including a fantastic nursery for all your gardening needs. I wanted to get a shot of the rails behind the depot, but oddly, there was only one rail. The Sierra Railroad Company was launched in 1897 and is the third oldest railroad in North America. What was once the old gas station is now Schnugg's Station, a drive-through specialty coffee spot. A latte sounds pretty good right now. While this tiny piece of history is not a full destination, it is a wonderful little stop-off when traveling through the Mother Lode. I hope you've enjoyed our time here, but now, for me, it's time to head home.